Hi, this is Mike, MPI Exhaust Technologies. Today, we're going to install a 6.6 liter gas Chevy pickup. It's a 2020, and we're going to put a catback system to increase the performance, get rid of all the factory back pressure, and the gas mileage. We're going to, first of all, I've already taken the system down, but I'm going to show you where I cut it. The factory has a 2-bolt flange. I measured between the flange, cut it 7 inches, approximately 7 inches. After we've cut it off, stripped off the factory system, the first thing we're going to install is our pulse chamber. This is the little device that balances the left-hand length and the right-hand length in the exhaust, so you don't have that wah, wah, wah in the cab. But this is our patented weapon. We're going to pop it up here in place, flip it over, slide on our clamp, and I'm going to level it, make sure it's nice and straight back in the chassis. And then I'm going to snug the clamp on it. I like it. And this is a 3.5 inch clamp. Go over to the 3.5 inch factory exhaust. Making sure we're level and tight. And I like it. After we snug that just lightly, at the end we'll come back and just rattle everything tight. The next thing we're going to install is our head pipes. Our kits come for maximum wheelbase on your pickup. I already slid my clamp on my head pipe. I'm going to slide it on, put the offset towards the bottom, slip it on 2 inches, bury it on tight on the pipe. At this point, I'm going to take hanger number 44. In your kit, you'll show hanger number 44 is for this front head pipe. And this slips up in the factory hanger. And the factory mount, we're just going to pop it in. Slide it down. Get our position. And I'm going to lightly snug this also. I want it to hang nice and straight in the factory hanger. I'm going to real lightly snug this. Okay, that gets us our position. Should be nice and level in the chassis. Straight back in the chassis. I'm going to put an exhaust stand for support. And because this was maximum wheelbase, our kits, if you look in the instructions, we have a dimension from the rear end housing to the head pipe is 33.5 inches. As you can see, I've already cut it off to 33.5. So once I got that initial length, I know what my second head pipe is, and I've already cut it to length. So you can just pop it on. We'll grab our second head pipe, put offset down just like you did the first. Slide it all the way onto the bottom. Okay, our mufflers come pre-assembled. We're going to pop a couple of muffler clamps on them. I'm going to give myself a little reference mark on my head pipes. I want them on approximately 2 inches. I don't want to bury them in the case of the muffler. And there's 2 and 2. And we're going to install our muffler pack. And we're up to our marks. So after we got those in positions, everything's nice and level, I'm going to go back and just lightly snug this. I'm going to come back up to the front a little bit and snug everything else so we don't move. Still pulling straight down my factory mount. Oh, this one's rotated. We can't have that. There we go. And you want to clamp them up fairly close to the edge, right? Give them a little more snugness. Now we're ready for the installation of the tailpipe hangers. 2 hangers are prefabbed in the kit. Number 45 is for the left-hand tailpipe. We're going to pop it in the factory hanger. And we're going to get it hanging right parallel, pulling straight down. I'm going to lightly snug this. It's hanging straight down on our hanger. I'm going to just lightly. And then number 46 is for the inside hanger, the left-hand side. And this is all laid out for you in the instructions. All 5 position of the hangers. And come up and slide it up here. Put it towards the end of our case. And I'm going to rotate it. Yeah. Lightly snug it. Now we're ready for the installation of our right-hand tailpipe. And I've already got a 2-inch mark on it. I want to make sure I don't bury it in the case or keep it short. I'm going to go in, rotate it.
Ring the bell a few times.
Yeah. Hey, somebody put that heat shield in my way. Dummy. We're going to use hanger number 47 on our right-hand tailpipe. And this pops in through the factory hanger. I'm going to snug it up in here. Grab my level. I want to level my tailpipe. Oopsie, oopsie. I want to get right there. I'm going to start my hanger. Make sure I'm level. And nope, it moved on me. I'll roll it a little bit. Whoopsie. I'm gonna tighten my front one just a little bit so I can. Stay. Are we still level? No. Keeps rolling uphill. Stay. Do we move?
Nope.
Huh?
Nope, you're good.
Oh yeah. Then we can move this one just a little bit. Get away from that heat shield. Let's go over. Oh, okay. Hanger number 48 is a whole assembly because the factory didn't have a mount for it on the left-hand rear because it was a right rear exit truck. So I got the whole hanger. We provide a self-tapper bolt, and then you say, well, where do I put it? Well, that's simple. Come over here and look at, see that cross beam in the rear chassis and where the mount is on the factory hanger? So we just shim dooby bob over here. I pre-drilled a hole, run my self-tapper up through there. And now we're gonna mount number 48 hanger. This is the only hanger you have to add to the whole exhaust system, and it's a 1/2 inch on the turret. And we're gonna let it hang in there loose, so it spins. Now we're gonna install the axle pipe. I got my 2-inch mark on it already. So this comes out of the left rear muffler, up and over the rear end housing. We're going to simply slip it into our mark. Oh, that was too far. Oh, that's too, okay. I'm going to put a stand in there. And we're going to split the difference between the shock and the spare tire. Now, I'm going to grab my left rear turnout. I'm going to slip our axle pipe clamp on here. Oh, of course. There you go. After we got all that ready, I'm gonna go up here and snug this just a little bit so I quit chasing the. And now we're gonna put our tailpipe, slide it up in our joint, bottom in and out, make sure it's got 2-inch marked on it. I always want a reference point. I want to make sure I know how far I'm in the joint, right? Well, everything is loose so it spins freely. And we have it spinning. I'm going to do a quick measurement from the tire to the center of my pipe. It's about 12 and 5/8. Now make sure it's about 12. Well, for Pete's sakes. Oh, 12 and a half-y, 12 and 9/16. Blind guy'd love to see that. Oh, you moved him. The position where I want it, I think. Give it a couple ugga-duggas. And back up here. Nice and level. I'll make sure I'm 12 and 5/8. Oh, need to spin out a little more. Take that, you wobbly son of. Now I got good clearance between my shock and my spare tire so nothing melts. I'm gonna tighten this one just a Scooby-Doo. Still level. Let's see where we're at on the tape meter. Oh, look at that. 12 and 5/8. That's all you gotta do. You can wear out a tape measure, adjusting side B. Side A goes in, one side A set, side B. Now we're ready. Everything's leveled. I got it snugged a little bit. We're gonna pop some tips on. And hold on the bottom. Clamp it, Jed. It moved a little. Oopsie. You can adjust a little bit because we haven't final tightened everything. 6. We're gonna go over and do side B. I should be right there on my mark. Put the drain hole on the bottom. And I'm gonna measure from the quarter panel to the tip. Oh, we need to go out to 6. Oop, I like it. Making sure I keep it in the inside of the tire. And then I'm gonna snug this down. Make sure the drain hole's on the bottom, clamps are the inside. Let me verify our length. Yep. Now the last and final step. We want to make sure our brake lines are clear of the exhaust system. We have 2 brake lines up here inside. They're both right there. I'm going to take a wire tie that's provided with the kit. I'm going to make sure they're pulled forward out of the way. Perfect. Lots of clearance. Where's my sticker? As you go through and final tighten your exhaust system, you want to make sure you have good hand clearance on the shock, good hand clearance on the spare tire. If you want to verify, check between the bump stop and the rear end. That's 4 fingers plus. We got a mile. Literally a mile between the after tank and the top of the diff. That'll never bottom out even when he squats it all the way to the ground. As you final tighten everything, if it's moving on you, just adjust it back and tighten your clamps and really rattle on everything, get it tight. So let's go over our installation. Cut the factory system off, 7 inches back from the 2-bolt flange, put our pulse chamber on, went to dual 2.5 inch turbo type mufflers, so we have really good sound control, but it'll be more than stock. And then dual tailpipes, 1 behind each tire. After the final installation, just make sure you tighten everything and nothing moves on you. This is Mike, MPI Exhaust Technologies, where we build kits, ship them directly to you.